my spooky friends. Welcome to 31 Days to Halloween. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos just as much as I am making these. I am looking forward in sharing this video like every other video. I'm going to be talking about the true story about behind the movie The Conjuring. So, The Conjuring has spoken audience over a decade since its release, but the premise of the movie isn't as fictionist as people may think. The horror movie premiered in the theaters in 2013. And since then, quickly became a smash hit, grossing over $320 million in the global box office. The movie starred Lily Taylor and Ron Livingston as Roger and Carol Pearson, on two parents who tried to protect their children from spirits in their new home. Desperate for help, the parents called in paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren, who revealed that the spirit of an alleged witch named Bathsheba Sherman is one harming the family. The Conjuring transformed the Warrens into folk heroes and turned the Rhode Island farmhouse where the events supposedly took place into the tourist hotspot. In 2022, the home was sold for a whopping $1.5 million thanks to the film's fame. However, while the movie is based on the Puritans' true experiences, the majority of the film is fictionalized. So, even though The Conjuring is an excellent film for what it is, it's about 95% fictional and about 5% hard truth, said one of the daughters, Andrea, told Canada's Global News in 2021. The Conjuring is loosely based on a real story. In real life, Roger and Coraline Pearson moved into the Rhode Island farmhouse in 1971, where their 5 daughters, Andrea, Nancy, Christine, Cindy, and April. While the movie portrays the events happening over a short period, the parents actually lived in the house until 1980. The most vocal member of the family is Andrea, who wrote the 2011 book House of Darkness, The House of Light, which helped that inspired the movie. We all experience encounters with spirits, she told the Global News in 2021. And she also said that some were unpleasant, some were lovely, and some were just too much. From beginning of been obviously the mean spirit, and the spirits were just like us, a world of personalities. The family, mostly the mother and the daughters, saw full body, heard noises, and smelled rotten odors, and terrifying performed with help with paranormal researchers Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens contacted the family after hearing about their situations from another paranormal researchers and offered to come and investigate. Sorry, you guys. Lorraine said that she knew the house was haunted. All she had to do was walk in. While the debate as more of a exorcism in the film, the Warrens edgily did guide the parents through some help through them communicate with whatever it may be was targeting the mom and her daughters. Andrea told the USA Today in 2013 that she secretly witnessed an elderly sense that her mother began to speak another language that was this world in a voice not her own. She also, her chair levitated in her, that was thrown across the room. The parents eventually moved out in 1980, and in 2021, Andrea explained to the launched on how the family finally decided to leave. Quoted by, quote, my mother told my father she would not survive another winter in the house. She had been under attack in that house for 10 years, she said. In recent years, many historians and even Andrea herself have further investigated the history of Miss Sherman and have discovered that she likely wasn't murdered or a witch and had been wrongfully accused. Essentially, she copped the balance of everything evil, and it simply wasn't the case, Andrea told the Global News. She now believes that the evil spirit in their home was likely someone else. Roger and Caroline were the parents of 5 daughters that I listed before. At that time, Roger was traveling jewelry salesman and often away from home. Andrea was said in interviews that this was more likely why he wasn't the least targeted, the reason why he was the least targeted, why the spirit intentionally refuses to believe the house was haunted. He wasn't having the same experience as they were and when he did come home exhausted, the last thing he wanted is to hear, his wife saying, Roger, I think we have a ghost. So that's what Andrea had told the Global News. Overall, close of what she said. But however, later in life, Andrea said Roger had admitted that he didn't want to believe his wife because he didn't want to think he'd put his family in a situation with the purchase of the house. After the now numerous events, the Paris and their young daughters moved to Georgia in 1980, while Andrea moved away to go to college. Andrea's sister Nancy remained living in the home for a year after her parents sold the house and later moved to a nearby town of Chapat, I think how you pronounce it, I'm not sure. In 2021, Andrea told the journalist different members of the family had different experience with the spirits when living there. Quote, what she said was, "I always got along with the spirits right from the start," she said, before admitting the haunting sometimes scared her. "I had moments of fear because I saw what was happening to my mom and family." In 2017, the youngest sister, April, died from an accidental prescription overdose after undergoing surgery. The real Conjuring house is currently, as of right now, owned by Jacqueline, but she doesn't live in the house. Instead, the farmhouse is now a team caretaker who offered day tours, and ghost hunters can rent out the house to conduct their home investigations. If you're brave enough, you can rent the house for the entire night. Andrea is still heavily involved with the supernatural field, and since the Conjurings appeared on numerous paranormal shows, like, for example, The Ghost Adventures in 2019 and Mysterious Decoded in 2019. In 2021, she joined by her sister Nancy and dad Roger for an interactive live stream event where the trio re-entered their old home, Rhode Island home, in an attempt to communicate with the spirits that once haunted them. Sisters Cindy and Christine and the mom Coraline joined in by live streaming from their homes. Aside from sometimes appearing on specials and documentaries related to their experience in the house, most of the Perron family lived their lives outside the spotlight. So overall, from that being said, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you aren't already or yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button because I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. So I would appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. And from that being said, I hope to see you guys in tomorrow's video, and remember to keep spooky. Bye.